Alabama, here is a story out of Alabama. There's a doctor in Alabama, which is, you know, congratulations. Okay. It's very cool that she was able to overcome being from Alabama and even become a doctor. Yeah, apparently, Dr. Brittany Cobia said on Monday that all but one of her COVID patients in Alabama did not receive the vaccine. The vaccinated patients, she said, which, by the way, Alabama has one of the lowest rates of vaccinations in the country. I think it's around 30%. Really holding us back there, Alabama, but not surprising. Expected. She had one vaccinated patient, just needed a little oxygen, and is expected to fully recover. Some of the others are dying. I'm admitting young, healthy people to the hospital with very serious COVID infections, wrote Cobia, a hospitalist, at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham, in an emotional Facebook post Sunday. One of the last things they do before they're intubated is beg me for the vaccine. I hold their hand, and I tell them that I'm sorry, but it's too late. Maybe you should get it before it's too late. I don't know if I believe this, though. It is a Facebook post. Now, the reason why I don't believe it is because I just legitimately don't believe that anyone in Alabama who's never gotten a vaccine will recognize that the vaccine will save their lives in their last moment. Okay? I think they probably are like, I'm dying because of the China virus. The Chinese got me because I'm too much of a truth teller.
I've enjoyed my time here, Hass.
They're collaborating with the demon rats through Hunter Biden. And then they fucking die. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that their dying breath before they get intubated and fucking die in the hospital alone and scared revolves around, like, maybe I can salvage the situation with a COVID vaccine.
"3 months, let's go, I hate my life."
I work in an ED, and people actually absolutely be straight dying and still shit on the vaccine. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was going to talk about that too. There's a fucking father whose parent died in the Stoneman Douglas shooting. And the father thinks it's a false flag operation because he's so fucking QAnon obsessed. Or did his son die? Or did his son survive it? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit too. That's how fucking Facebook misinformation, that's how prevalent and how powerful the Facebook misinformation is. But yeah, I'm sorry. I don't believe that these psychopathic chuds, unironically in their dying breath, have a come to Jesus moment where they're like, yeah, maybe Jesus shouldn't hold the wheel. Maybe we should let Pfizer BioNTech hold the wheel. Maybe there's some people, though. If you're nearly dying, everything is possible. Three COVID-19 vaccines have been widely available in Alabama for months now, yet the state is the last in the nation in the vaccination rate, with only 33.7% of the population fully vaccinated. COVID-19 case numbers and hospitalizations are surging yet again due to the more contagious Delta variant of the virus and Alabama's low vaccination rate. For the first year and a half of the pandemic, Cobia and hundreds of other Alabama physicians caring for the critically ill COVID-19 patients worked themselves to the bone trying to save as many as possible. Back in 2020 and early 2021, when the vaccine wasn't available, it was just a tragedy after tragedy. Birmingham has a huge medical center and has UAB, an extremely well-respected college of medicine. Unfortunately, it's Alabama, so even a large amount of people in the medical community didn't want the vaccine, including my bro. Yeah, I know. That's like the dumbest fucking thing. If you're struggling so much that you can hardly inhale, you're probably willing to ask for anything to help it. There's a reason the state motto of Mississippi is "Thank God for Alabama." I thought it was the other way around. I thought Alabama's motto is the "Thank God for Mississippi." It doesn't matter, because both of them are going to start saying "Thank God for Texas," because for some weird reason Texas is like, we've been doing too well lately. Like, we got a lot of people coming into the state. People are our real estate market is like blossoming. It's of course creating a lot of homelessness as a consequence of that. So now they're like, so Texas is now also trying to be as bad as Alabama and Mississippi. It's great, dude. Medical professionals being anti-vax, isn't that a oxymoron? No, it's just moronic. And, conservatives, dude, expect it. Expected. Yeah, I remember this story. The South Dakota nurse saying that even people dying of COVID-19 still don't believe it's real. Like, a lot of these, like, super hyped up, stories off of Facebook from, like, doctors and personal anecdotes and stuff are hyped for, propaganda reasons. Not that there is anything wrong with, like, pro-vaccination propaganda. I am on board with that fully. But, I believe this more than the other one, to be honest with you. I believe people who are dying of COVID-19 to not recognize that they're dying of COVID-19 more than